So guys, here we go, the BMPTs, right? We have the 72 and the normal one. So let's talk a little bit about these vehicles, which are pretty interesting and very different and very unique. Although they use kind of a copy-paste part, which is pretty interesting. First of all, let's test drive the Tech Tree one. So this is the Tech Tree one, guys. This is based off of the T90, although it does use some upgraded ERA. And it does have the 5 crew members, as you see, instead of the 3 that the BMPT-72 uses, right? The armament itself is pretty much the same. The armor, I'm pretty sure it's not ready yet, so we're gonna check it out, but I don't think it's fully ready. And of course, everybody wants to see this, so yeah. It's bugged a little bit. Work in progress, right, guys? It's not fully working yet. That is sad. Yeah, but it's gonna be pretty cool. I gotta say. The gun is not really moving like it moves in real life, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. Although it is kind of sad that only one gun is working, but it's work in progress, right? Of course, we do. The aim is up there for some reason. Oh, that is weird. Hold up. Oh. It's very hard to control. It's very much... Yeah. This is probably the most work in progress vehicle in the game right now. It's just hitting the ground. And then it doesn't have any more missiles. But you do have your... where is it? Weird. But yeah, it's very much a little bit bugged. But it's okay, guys. It is okay. You do have your machine guns. And something is moving there. Which I believe... it's the grenade launcher. See, we do have the grenade launchers controlled by the extra thing. But that is a little bit bugged as well. So, definitely not ready, guys. But you can see that it is going to be a pretty interesting vehicle. With basically the 30mm that a lot of the Russian vehicles use. And a T90 chassis. Of course, you still have your 4km reverse speed, which is, you know, always a very bad thing. And you do have your laser warning system as well, which helps you identify where shots are going to come from. And one thing that I need to test, of course, this is not ready yet, but I really need to test this. It is the depression. I don't think it does have a lot of depression. Yeah. It doesn't have any depression, but it might be work in progress, but I'm pretty sure it's not. It's just the way that it's supposed to be. So it is very mobile, since it is a very light vehicle with a pretty powerful engine. But of course, the transmission suffers from the 4km reverse speed, right? It will have a very powerful gun and some pretty amazing ATGMs, right? Let's check it out, the actual stats of these things, because it is pretty interesting to see that it does have the two A42, right, which is the gun that you see in the Mi-28, the K50, BMP-2, and many other vehicles, right? And of course, you do have your beloved APDS. It's not using the APFSTS that I think. I mean, I have to check here. Let me check with you guys. Because we do have the BMP-2M over here. Is this the same gun? Yeah, it's the same gun, and it doesn't have the APFSTS, which is way better. So, yeah, of course, it is the same BR, but it does have more TGMs and arguably even better ones, I think. They are different ones because this is the Ataka, right? But, yeah, and these ATGMs, of course, they are pretty interesting because they are, of course, tandem heat, which is pretty good. And also, you do have your ATGM HE over here, which is the thermobaric, if I'm not mistaken, right? Which can be pretty good. And, of course, the 30mm high explosive, you know, grenade launchers that are right here on... it's not showing yet, I don't think. Yeah, it's not showing yet, but it's right here, right? You can see it. And these are controlled by these guys, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, pretty cool. It's a very heavy, you know, support infantry vehicle, I would say, right? The armor, like I said, yeah, it's not ready, so 500mm, yeah, look at this. So it's not ready, right? But it is a pretty interesting vehicle. Of course, you can buy the premium one, which is on sale right now as a pre-order, which is using the chassis of a T-72, right? So the armor should be a little bit different. Let me see. I think the armor is a little bit more ready, see? I don't think it's 100%, but it's a lot more ready than the other one. And yeah, it doesn't have the extra guys there with the grenade launchers, as you can see. Let me just remove the armor, right? The armor parts over here. Let me just select the other ones. So you can clearly see it doesn't have the spall liner as well. Hold up. It doesn't have the guys on the sides over here to control the grenade launchers. But it still uses a somewhat similar, way to deal with these. Of course, guys, a shot right here will destroy these things. They don't probably will not have a lot of armor over here. But it's okay, actually. I mean, it does have some armor. So, yeah, as you can see, some composites. It's not really ready, as you can see, but it does have some composites here. And it does have the relic kit, which is pretty good there as well, apparently. Maybe it's inside this? I don't know. Very weird. But the armor is, not something that it's ready. But you can clearly see that it is a T-72 instead of a T-90. Same good old 4 kilometers per hour of reverse speed. But it is a little bit more protected on the missiles here. But it does use the same missile, the attack, right? And still uses the APDS. So this is the premium that you can buy. Let's test drive it a little bit. Again, guys, these vehicles are not ready, work in progress. And so don't mind us a little bit. Yeah, same problem happening. At least now you can aim properly with this. So yeah, let's see if I can aim this. Yeah, this is aiming, yeah, properly. See, very cool. See? Very, very cool. And the Ataka is just an amazing missile, right? Because it is, of course, stunning. Jesus Christ, what does that Centurion has of armor? Oh no, that was... Yeah, that was an HE. Oh my god, that was scary. Like, what was happening there, right? But yeah, guys, and you can reload them with the ammo box. The mobility is pretty great, as always, right? But of course, like I said, the reverse speed, it is pretty bad. We're gonna have to wait to see the full capabilities of these cannons. But yeah, for now, it's just a BMP, right? It's nothing too crazy. But it does fire very well. And these guns, they have a pretty good range, guys. I love the thermobaric missile as well because they can actually destroy helicopters. Let's see. Oh, you can lock it up as well. That was something that it was trying to remember to test. Oh, where are the aircraft? Oh, there you go. Ah, there you go. You can lock it up. And let's see the vertical. Pretty good. It's not 90 degrees, but it is pretty good. And let's see the depression. Same good old depression of any Russian vehicle, isn't it? So yeah, guys, this is the BMPT, an amazing vehicle that will have a very different gameplay style than normal Russian vehicles. Because, of course, it doesn't have a main gun. But at the same time, it will feel like a normal vehicle. Because, of course, you do have your normal chassis and the normal advantages and problems that this type of chassis brings, right? So it is pretty fun. And I gotta say, I mean, this in the new infantry mode, yeah, that would be the perfect place for it. But against tanks, I mean, the BMPT cannon, the BMP cannons, right, the 2A42s are gonna be pretty amazing, but of course from the side. But the Ataka they're pretty good missiles for the front, right? And Tunding, it's gonna be pretty cool. So yeah, very cool tank, guys, very cool tank. So this is the first look on the BMPT Terminators. Very interesting tank. Remember, also this one has laser warning system, but yeah. And also, just let me show to you guys, both of them are in the 10.3 BR, okay? So it is actually pretty good because you have a lot of 10.3s over here. You have the T-72Bs, right, which are pretty great. You have also, like, some AA systems over here that are pretty great. You have some vehicles that are not far from the BR and are still pretty great, like the 2S25. And if you buy, you have the 2S38, which is one of the best premium vehicles, and the T-72, which is also a pretty good vehicle. And then the T-80UD, which is also a pretty amazing vehicle. So BMP-2M. So you have a massive lineup to go with. Even if you take some helicopters, I mean, you probably should take something that it's a lower BR. Yeah, helicopters, you don't have too many options at this BR. You can take some a little bit of a higher or lower, right? Well, there are some attackers. Let me remember the BRs. Yes, SU-25 maybe. That would be the best option for a tank. So, yeah, very, very interesting tank. Very different, but similar in feeling at the same time. Very different. So, yeah, these are the BMPTs. I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, join the Discord, be a member or a patron if you want to help the channel in the description. And